He has
I'll
one
say
year
I'll
left.
let him go.
He has 1 year left in his contract.
I'll let him go. If I can recover how much I bought him last summer.
Multiple times they put the ball on the run for Jesus too. As a striker, what you do in that?
Yeah, he wants to cut back into the defender.
Oh my God! Put your foot on that. Look at Oli Watkins.
With Tottenham and at White Hart Lane or whatever state of they call it, and give yourself a chance to put Liverpool and Manchester City under pressure. Fans, Arsenal fans, calm down. Transit TV, welcome back again. Welcome back to the TPS studios. Today, just discussing Arsenal. Beat Wolves 2-0 away from home. 6 consecutive away wins by Arsenal. 6 clean sheets. Unprecedented. I mean, before we go on, I want to say something. Arsenal fans, please, take it easy. Relax. If in fact, for me, the best way to deal this stuff is to just tell yourself that the league is gone. But now the team is playing for pride. I think Arsenal fans' emotional tension is going to be rubbing off of these players if Arsenal fans keep doing this way. It looks like I had some Arsenal fans saying that the team did not play well today and stuff like that. I mean, this is a way from this team beat Man City here. They beat Chelsea. I think they beat United. Yeah, Liverpool only got away with a draw. I don't know any big team that has won Wolves at home this season. And Arsenal has gone there. They did it last season. They did it again today. I don't know what Arsenal fans want. Today, everybody expected City to win Chelsea and take them to the cleaners. But they struggle. But the issue is that City is in semi-finals of FA Cup. Chelsea is out. What matters going forward from now is for the team to keep picking up 3 points. How they do it, no one should worry about it. I don't know what Arsenal fans want. They want this team to go out there every day, 20 minutes, clean out 6 goals, and go home. No, it doesn't work like that. This is the tail end of the season. A lot of teams are fighting relegation. A lot of teams are just want to be spoilers. And you have to get that. So let's give the players a better and relaxed energy to go into these games and get the result that we all want. Guys, you are welcome to the show. Ugu, my brother, our viewers out there, I know it was a tense one today. Let's know how you felt about the game, and I hope you agree with our positions on this game today. I hope me and my brother are not going to argue today on this one. Let's go. Ugu, Atata started the team again. Lineup only change was a Kivio coming in the left back, Saka the right, Jesus in the middle, and Trossard started from the left side. Martinelli again on the bench. PARTEY still not fit enough, or I don't know, good enough to start again. And that's how we wrote today. What were your emotions for the lineup?
My emotions. Anyway, hello everyone. Before I get into my views, welcome. I'm happy to be on Transit again today. After what was a tense game, in my opinion, I thought the first half was terribly frustrating for me as an Arsenal fan. My blame. I wasn't blaming the players as much as I was blaming the coach. I thought the coach, me being a big fan of his, keeps giving the people that are not fans of his, a lot to use in terms of would I say weapons, or would I say reasons for them to for them to keep calling him out. I thought the lineup he fielded today was a show of stubbornness in that sense, because I think that over the last couple of games with what the squad has been through, that it was time for him to give some players a rest. considering that Arsenal are playing Chelsea on Tuesday in 3 days, and will thereafter play the North London Derby. Um, so that was really my main frustration when I saw the lineup. I felt that the same players were kept being played, and
So, sorry to go. Where did you think he was going? He was supposed to. Who did you think he needed the rest, and who should come in?
I felt I didn't see a need for Jesus and Kai Harvest to have started the game. Um, I can understand. What's his name, Trossard, but I felt like Kai Harvest needed to rest. I felt like after the first 30 minutes, Saka needed to rest. Saka was frustrated in that first half, could barely get hold of the ball, did not, the typical of him, normally he would try to commit the fullback or try to make the fullback work. But the fullback, it was easy for the fullback to mark him in that first half because he looked to me like he was jaded or he was really injured.
Offense? I think it was just the beginning of the game, maybe the first 20 minutes. He eventually got into it, created chances in the first half.
First half, he hardly did anything noteworthy.
You remember the one that Odegaard and Havertz going between each other? He took on the left back, putting that, I think a couple or 2 or 3 crosses, dangerous ball, but nobody could tap it in.
Yeah, it was nowhere Saka's level.
Of course.
Unfortunately, we do not, in fairness to the coach, we do not clearly have a strong backup for Saka, which is something that we just have to correct this summer. So I can see why the coach will keep him on the field despite everything. But generally,
Jesus can play there.
Jesus, in my personal opinion right now, Jesus is supposed to be a backup player at Arsenal. Jesus, no. When the chips are down and you're playing important games, Jesus is not someone I can count on.
For me, I think it's a conundrum right now. I understand your frustration, but his trickery has also bailed us out in a couple of games recently, taking on players. Yeah, when that works, it looks amazing. But
it doesn't work. It doesn't work nearly as much as it's supposed to.
It did. Our game against, I can't remember the game we played recently. I was locked up. He took on that defender and opened up the defense, and somebody able to slot in at very close range. But just like he's not, in terms of goal scorer, he's not intelligent. Positional players, the striker, for me, is not there.
Snatches at chances. Multiple times they put the ball on the run for Jesus too. As a striker, what you do in that?
Yeah, he wants to cut back into the defender.
Oh my God! Put your foot on that. Look at Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins gets these chances, puts them away right there. Simple and short.
At least, nudge the defender and create space for yourself and push on. But he wants to cut the ball back, and they already know him. So the defender is waiting for him to cut it back.
It's the easiest thing for the defender to handle. Yeah. He keeps cutting, keeps missing it. And then, I don't know. So, again, that's why I say the coach is responsible to an extent where he keeps fielding the same guys over and over. Now, one of the guys that the coach has fielded enough for everybody to clearly see that he's not good enough is Eddie Nketiah. He's fielded him over and over and over and over, giving him multiple opportunities. He's shown that he's not good enough at this level to make it work for Arsenal. Now, Arsenal bought Jesus and Zinchenko. Clearly, they came and they elevated the squad. No doubt about that. Elevated the whole mentality, elevated the level of play, the commitment, showed what it meant to be, fighting at the highest level. But what I'm seeing is that, again, there's a reason that these guys were easily let go by City. Now we've come to a point where we're fighting City neck to neck. right? At this point, we've outgrown. Arsenal have gone past that level where they needed Zinchenko and Jesus to help them get to. They've helped, right? Enough, that's fine. But at this level now, where small margins matter, you're fighting for the league. You're hoping to get to win the Champions League. These guys, I do not think that at this level.
Is it that they cannot help us get over, or it getting to a point they have done their best? They need
They,
help.
they,
They
they
need
cannot
help.
help us. They cannot
No,
help us
no,
get
they need
over.
help. I think they need help.
Yeah.
They need
So
help. It's not
what?
that they're not good enough to help to get help or get over, but they need more people to come in that have the same mentality. Because if you watch our game against see Arsenal game against Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich didn't really play better than us. But for me, what made us not go through over Bayern Munich was mentality. Was people that because we are new to this terrain. So we need more people who have that mind, that mindset. The Juma would have helped, but his energy level is too low to compete. So he can only do what he can do. So you can imagine having somebody like Declan Rice, but that has been in Europe and at this level, competing at that level for maybe like another 3 or 4 years behind. What he will bring will be different. Even Declan Rice, for me, his worst game in Arsenal shirt was against Bayern Munich in Germany. He wasn't bad, but that's his worst game because at this level, he hasn't been here consistently for years. So we just need maybe one or two more players who have been on it. Like that, look at our back line. That's Zinchenko.
So let me land. You snatched it from me. Let me finish.
Okay.
Yeah. So mentality is not the issue. Is not the issue as far as this Arsenal team is concerned. I don't think so. I think that at that level it's the talent, the sheer talent, and the sheer single-mindedness, right? Yeah. So it's not really. They want to win. They have the mentality to win. They have the courage to do it. But it's not mentality that makes Jesus get an opportunity in front of the goalkeeper and snatch at it and play like a schoolboy.
No, what did I get on Jesus in Facebook?
Okay.
I'm talking about that player.
So now, no, I'm still talking about the guys that came and elevated us. Now, I feel that now they've done their jobs, right? If we keep them as squad members. We don't keep them as automatic starters every game. Jesus and Zinchenko, nope, no more. If we're even going to keep Zinchenko, my suggestion would be keep him as a midfielder, core midfielder, no fullback anything, because that's where his strength lies.
Yeah, if you had the Ateta, he said it that Derek Timber is most likely will play as left or right back. So if you're going to trust that, then we'll have like 4 left backs. So Zinchenko, for me, I don't even know why Ateta finds it difficult to play him as an out midfielder. I don't know why.
Jesus is a streaky player. Streaky when it's working for him. The manager should be able to know when it's working for Jesus. When he starts to struggle, you put him in the ice burner. Let him rediscover himself again, motivate himself again, and then you put him back on the field. Which is not whenever he recovers, automatically he starts the next game. That we have to get beyond that for next season. Really, that's what this game reinforced for me. Generally, I thought someone like Odegaard, you would know that he will give you, that every game. He will give you that same level every game. I'm not so sure about that for a few other members of the squad. And again, the person that I want to highlight is Emil Smith-Rowe. I've thought about this player for the past week or so, the past couple of days more so. I've fluctuated between, is it time to let him go or not? But personally, I think it would be a travesty if I now sell that player this summer, because he wouldn't have gotten enough opportunities that he was supposed to get, in an Arsenal shirt. He hasn't gotten enough opportunities. The likes of even Chris Nelson and Ketia have gotten a lot more opportunities than Emil Smith-Rowe. Now, Kai Havertz has played well. This kind of game today, I would have played Emil Smith-Rowe. Give him an opportunity. Yeah, everybody has. Kai Havertz has played back-to-back and back-to-back 90-minute games for how long? Give someone like Emil Smith Rowe an opportunity to show what he can do,
Yeah,
right?
sorry to cut you short again. Let me just mention something about where I want to start. Jesus, Kai Havertz, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard. Odegaard, no doubt, he has run the numbers this season. In fact, since last season, he almost played almost every game that we played. Unfortunately, like I said, I asked this question 4 weeks or 5 weeks ago. If there's any one player that you think that we cannot substitute or rest, who was that player? I said it was Odegaard. But don't have anybody close to what he does for us, unfortunately. So we have to draw him to the ground before we can get him out. What happened today? 6 minutes extra time, 2 minutes into it, somehow from an impossible angle,
Yes.
talent and intelligence, he got out that goal. I'm sure if he wasn't on that field, nobody in national lineup will score that goal. That score. Maybe this people will go and equalize and will won one. So I understand Ateta on that one. It's very difficult to replace him. Jesus, I perfectly agree with you. He can be annoying, and you have managed an academy. You've been in this game. Sometimes, like I always tell people, football players are like the red light streets. They follow their senior or experienced players. That's why they say a coach loses dressing room. There's some players you mess with, it might affect your dressing room. Jesus came in, him and Zichenko, they are popular in the dressing room, and they helped us now, get to where we are, as you see, rightly mentioned. So I understand that Ateta probably is giving him his time so that, when he starts to do other things, let it not be that you are quick to dump me because he has been injured, like two or three major injuries. It's not that easy. He has to be a very strong player to come back from those injuries and still be competing and pushing like that. So he can call him a little slack on that one. And in terms of scoring goals, we know him. But there's other things that he also brings into the team. Remember last season, he just helped Arsenal really, really good. Unfortunately, he got that big injury, went back again. So let's not forget that. So that for me, I understand a little bit. But because we want to win, so for now I will say, please, this is a ruthless business. Smith Rowe, the same thing. I think Ateta is dealing with Smith Rowe and Partey based on their injury history. We have seen them come back after 2 weeks, start playing them in high tempo games. They go off for another 6 months. So he doesn't want to keep repeating this thing all the time. So he's bringing them back little by little. As long as we are still competing, as long as we are still winning games, we don't need them desperately. So I think he's choosing the games. I thought I lost Smith Rowe, and nobody connected to Arsenal will forget what Smith Rowe and Saka did for this team 3 years.
Right.
A flash. I don't think anybody will just say all of a sudden that Smith Rowe has become a bad player. I don't think so. Even the few minutes he has played, you can see it. If there's between him and Trossard, that the two players that you want to arrive in the box if Arsenal is attacking. Because they will always give you that attempt on goal. They don't waste time. So I don't think Ateta is done with Smith Rowe. I don't think he's just trying to, kind of witch hunt him. I think he's more of knowing his history with injury and how he goes back quickly if you give him a lot of minutes. So they are watching the minutes that they give him and the games that he can play. So I think he should be patient, be training, and be praying that Arsenal keeps winning their games and maybe somehow win this league. Then next season, you can go to the preseason fresh, healthy, go to preseason and start the season well. I don't think Arsenal in any way will want to sell him. I agree with you. But I want to mention something about Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I watched that guy today. Kai Havertz, for me, is one of the most intelligent footballers in Arsenal team right now.
Right.
He's one of the most. The way the guy uses spaces, the way forget about the way he looks, or maybe his demeanor and language nature. But I watched that guy and I say, wow. I just wish he was a little shorter and maybe more physical in the eye. Havertz has everything you need in a player. But the only confusion I have right now is based on what we have, I think he should be starting as a striker. because
100%.
because if he was there,
Yes.
in the 2 games or 3 games he has not played there in the beginning, we have lost a lot of chances that he naturally easily talks away.
Playing
Playing in the midfield, I don't know what has happened to most of our players. They no longer remember how to cut back. There was one today that he was very frustrated with Martinelli. He arrived in the 6-yard box. He was just right. Martinelli just did like Saka, tried to play it on the roof and missed the chance. And he was, So I want to big up Kai Havertz. I believe Arsenal has got a player right there. Ateta has got his man. Based on what you said earlier on, if Arsenal can add some very real quality and experience into this team, Kai Havertz will be one of the players that will shine in Arsenal in the next coming years. What's his name? Odegaard. Smith Rowe is going to work with him. And let's not forget about Vieira as well. He's been injured too. He just came back. So maybe between Vieira, Odegaard, and ESR, I think maybe that position might be good going into next season. Depending on what they want to do in the transfer window. And then I wanted to ask you, from now to the end of the season, every game is a final. As fans, I can see it. Arsenal fans are letting the banter out there affect them. So they are just so tense. Everybody is worried about what Chelsea fans are going to say, what City fans are going to say, what Man U fans. I think Arsenal fans need to chill and just support this team. Just zero your mind that the worst has happened. It's a matter of luck now, and just enjoy the game and support the team. But did you see? Do you think that the players are stable in terms of their emotions going into these games? Do you think they are better equipped in that aspect compared to last season going to this?
100%. I've seen today's game even buttressed it further, right? In times past, they could have easily folded with all the noise about, first half I thought they were still a bit jaded. Yeah, but I didn't think it was a mentality thing. I think it was a physicality thing. Yeah. And of course, when you've lost games, City did the same. The City struggled today too. When you've lost such a high-profile, high-intensity game, is bound to somehow have effect.
And went away as well.
What I loved was after the most frustrating first half ever, from the kickoff of the second half, the body language of something else. Oh yeah, the body language. I was like, okay, this tells me that this is not. It's more of it's not over. These guys are up for it. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a reaction saying, hey guys, we have something to fight for. Let's fight for it. Right. So yeah, you are spot on. There's so much noise out there. That I haven't, some of the shows that I regularly listen to, I haven't.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't have the energy for all that negativity, right? So, I think that the players Arsenal are way ahead of where they were last season. No doubt about that. Man, look at the records, right? Look at the records. 15 clean sheets already out of 33 games. More than, a little less than half.
Yeah,
of your games have been clean sheets.
One game I have less than half.
Can you imagine? 15 out of 33.
Raya is like 4 clean sheets ahead of whoever that is in second position.
Man, it's crazy. So the body of work.
6 straight away games, clean sheets.
Clean sheets.
With Man City included.
Yeah. So the team has earned its position. They've earned their stripes. And so people can say.
And if Arsenal fans can look ahead and be positive, the fixtures, everybody was saying Arsenal had a stronger header fixture in the running. The way things is looking now, they might probably even have an advantage. If Arsenal manages to win Chelsea on Tuesday, they will go 5 points ahead of City. Yeah. Probably, depending on what happens to Liverpool tomorrow, they could be 5 points ahead of Liverpool by the time they finish playing Chelsea on Tuesday. And it looks like they're going to play Tottenham early before these other people as well. So Arsenal could be 7 points or 6 points ahead of City and Liverpool. Yes, they have 2 games in hand, but those points are not on the board.
Mm.
And we know how, the tension this kind of situation can arise. So I think Arsenal fans need to just relax and hope that this team somehow picks 6 points in the next 2 games. And I believe if Arsenal wins Chelsea on Tuesday and win Tottenham, like you have been saying, put in the body of work and the right to win, I believe they would have done enough to win this league. And somehow, like we used to say in those days, the God of soccer somehow should, find a way to compensate them. I think this team and Arteta,
they've paid their dues this year. Man, it's been hard work,
Let's talk about Arteta a little bit. I know you talked to him in the beginning about selection, but emotionally conducting himself and his demeanor, analyze the team. Him as a coach, do you think does he look tense in your eye, or is he is he showing a little bit equipment to handle the situation at this level?
He's showing what all that he needs. He's shown that he's capable of handling it. I mean, if you check the context again, when these things happen, when emotions take effect, context and all that flies out of the window. But if you check that this man is a rookie manager.
Rookie. This is his first job.
This man is still in his early 40s or late 30s. This man has never won. I just heard someone joking about this. Never won the league as a player or as a coach, right? Never won. And he's doing what he's doing now. And so what he's doing now is purely organic. He's never been down this road before. That tells you the kind of mental strength the man has. One of the things that I always look forward to after every game, win or loss, is to hear what this man will have to say, right? More often than not, he is always offered something valuable to me in his press conferences after every game, right? He says it. He shows his emotions. He doesn't pretend to be what he's not. He tells you how he feels about games, and he is as practical as anybody can be. When I say practicality, I mean he says it, we've got to earn the right to win. If we haven't played well enough, we haven't earned the right to win. If we played well enough and we end up not getting it, we lick our wounds, learn from it, and come back again stronger and better, right? So the way how he reacted against Bayern, he was very forthright. He said, "Hey, listen, this is margins, a case of margins, and we are fighting for margins against a club that's a perennial Champions League side that that previously we had no chance against. With kind of scorelines we've recorded against them.
We are coming damage control playing against them.
Yes, we're coming back to the Champions League after 7 years of absence. We've never been past the quarterfinals for the past 14 years. So if you check all these things, you will realize that
it's more than half of the squad never played Champions League before.
Yeah. So we know where we are with this coach. He's a man that I trust 100%. Again, I may have my criticisms every now and then, which is right. We cannot say the man is perfect. Yeah, and he's also learning. It's clear that he's learning. And what we love the most and what we learn, watching him is that when you make mistakes, you learn from the mistakes. You show why, you're better when you have another opportunity. That's a real life lesson that everyone that wants to really learn can learn.
Cheap stuff in life, yeah.
Yes. So
viewers, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. We can see you guys are doing a good job. The subscription is coming up, the viewership is coming up, meaning that you're enjoying our content. Don't forget to let us know what you think. As an Arsenal fan out there, what do you think about Arsenal this season? Do you think Arsenal has a chance to win the title? Me personally, I don't think Arsenal fans should give up. I don't think it should be tense in any way. Like Ugu mentioned, the team has done well this season so far. and they are still in it. There are still every chance that Arsenal can still win this league. It's just 2 points, 6 games to go. Anything could still happen in football. I believe today they have, responded very strongly, emphatically about the disappointment of the past 1 week. 2 games to go again in this month. 2 very important games. Win Chelsea on Tuesday. Win Tottenham at White Hart Lane or whatever stadium they call it, and give yourself a chance to put Liverpool and Manchester City under pressure. Fans, Arsenal fans, calm down. Support this team.
Reggie, please, before we go, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you do with Thomas Partey this summer?
I'll let him go.
He has 1 year left in his contract.
I'll let him go. If I can recover how much I bought him, last summer, there was a rumor that the Saudi league came with about 40 million. If I get that this summer, I'll let Partey go. I think Partey,
they will not come with that amount with 1 year left on his contract. What do you think?
Whatever, if I get his name, well, 2 things will determine what happens to Partey. It depends on if there's a replacement. If there's a Kimmich in Bayern Munich, is he willing to come to Arsenal? There are 1 or 2 other players out there. Because right now, I don't want a Lakonga. I don't want a midfielder that is going to learn from Declan Rice. I want a midfielder that's going to come and give Declan Rice run for his money. Yes. I want a midfielder that if I play in City, you can pay him at Declan Rice, and Odegaard can have time to do damage up front. And that is close to what Partey, if Partey is fit and ready to go, what he can give us. That's what I need. So if you can get that, maybe Jorginho already knows that he's not a week in, week out player. Because if you don't let Partey go, what do you do with Jorginho? One of them has to leave for us to bring in somebody.
Well, why does one of them have to leave?
Because you don't have a lot of players that they're not starters. Partey, we know there's no way next season you keep him in Arsenal that he will give you 20 games. He won't, based on his history. So if he's doing that and you have the jingle, we are still where we are, and this is one of the reasons why we are shaking right now.
So I'm thinking that I'm looking at a side like Real Madrid. Real Madrid has Tchouaméni. They have Camavinga. They have this Valverde. With those 3 young, vibrant players, they still kept Kroos and Modric. And this is why, with Bellingham, this is why they are where they are. We have to start to think the way these clubs think, right? So we want Partey might end up giving you more than 20 games if you space his games out, right? You use him at certain games.
I completely agree with you. I was looking at I'm trying to remember the player now. I was looking at the other day, 32, 33 years. And in Arsenal, we say he's old, this person is old, this, and they're still playing at the highest level. 33 years.
So honestly, I'm looking at Nacho. Nacho is leaving Real Madrid this summer. I would go for Nacho. I would go for those kind of players. These are the kind of players that from the end of March, mid-March, you start playing them in those games, right? Those games that matter.
Yes.
Right? If you have Partey now, I will keep Partey another season. Only if he's willing to stay.
I agree with honestly. You. Well, one of the reasons why I gave my answer was because of FFP. So if Arsenal had the financial allowance to still go and get in a today ready level at the level Arsenal is competing right now, midfielder, then that's fine. Without selling Partey and Jorginho. Yes, keep them.
But I mean, this is how people win trebles and quadruples.
Yes, and nobody cares about what.
Nobody cares.
And actually, you're right, because you can keep these guys and let Nketiah go, create space.
Yeah.
Let for me, Rhys Nelson has run his course in Arsenal. I agree. I agree
100%.
So find a winger to replace. I don't know how Arsenal missed Diaby that went to West Ham. I don't know how.
I know.
I don't know how they went to Aston Villa. Kudus. This is not talking about Saka now. Would have been happening.
Yes.
Then we face the striking position and this midfield. I agree with you. I think your answer is better than mine. If Partey can stay for another 1 season, so I can give this push next season.
Yes, if he wins more than a trophy
if
or
we
two
are
for
just
you,
this close, going making the semi-finals in Champions League, that means if you can replicate what you did this season,
yes,
add to it, you could
with
be
more
find
quality
yourself in the
options.
finals.
Right,
So,
right.
so why not give it a shot? And if you listen to Arteta, like you mentioned earlier on, if you really listen to him, that's what he's thinking about. That's what he's saying.
Yes,
That yes,
yes,
we are rookie at
yes.
this level, but from what we have done, we are not far away. So it's just for us to get ready, recoup, and go again next season. So and for me, that could be it, because
Partey
remember,
has incredible experience in Europe. If you keep Partey, if it's even exclusively for only Europe, I think it's worth keeping him one season.
And if he can be fit, Partey should just do.
He will. All these things. He gets injured because of the number of games, also, right? So if he's not playing all the time, he will.
No, it's not number. I think Partey's problem is what I call it sprints. He's sprinting. If you watch, and that's where one of the reasons why what I was thinking when I said they should say him. If you watch Partey these days, once you get behind him, he's five steps behind you. So it looks like he has understood that he can't open his steps anymore. Once he tries to open it, something will tear.
Something will tear.
Because most of the injuries he has getting.
So he keeps it close.
So he keeps himself a little bit. So that's why I think that is his problem. Because you see, sometimes he's playing, all of a sudden, Partey is out. You don't know what happened to him. Then he's out for 6 months. And it's because he has probably chased one player down the line, and something will just tear inside. So that's the thing. If he can just honestly, the Canaries can play with him.
Oh yes,
he can deal with
you see today's game now. It was only when he came in, Rice got freedom too, and Rice can do major damage in the final third.
That guy, man.
Yeah.
The kind of engine that he has,
he can do some major damage.
And before we go, Arsenal fans are saying Sakateta. Please, can you tell us in the comment section which coach is available that you think Arsenal that is going to be better than Arteta right now? And that's another thing. It's not get rid and get who. Get rid of him and get who? That's the question. That's going to be better.
Let them make him available and see how many clubs will snatch him.
They're going to rush for him.
Will snatch him immediately.
And I think we've done to this one. Arsenal fan, congrats! Back on the table, top of the table for EPL. We'll see what happens this week. Liverpool tomorrow, away to Fulham. Let's see what happens, and we'll come back on Tuesday. Ciao. Thank you, bro.